Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Eric Oren.
Good morning, everybody. Some tricky conditions out there for you on your commutes. Let's start with a look at the workday forecast here in Bend. High is 18 degrees. It's going to be a chilly day. Fog with us early today, and as you can see, single-digit temperatures early as well. So freezing fog definitely a factor, and that can create accumulations of ice on what are already slippery and icy roadways. Sunrise around 7:37 a.m. and sunset at around 4:51 p.m. Wind will be out of the northwest around 5 miles an hour. As we look at a special weather statement that's lasting through the morning till probably around noon, due to patchy, freezing, and dense fog in the area, which is creating limited visibility down to a half mile or less in some areas. And of course, travel is greatly impacted by that. Freezing fog is incredibly dangerous. As I mentioned to you, that's a super cooled water droplets freezing upon contact with any elevated surfaces. That can be your tree limbs, back decks, sidewalks, and of course elevated roadways. So please do be careful out there on your morning commutes. Very dangerous conditions. As we look at US 97 at Evergreen, you can see ice over the camera there, but also some limited visibility and definitely some snowpack and some possible ice and freezing fog there on the roadways. So slippery and limited visibility are the terms that we're looking for out there this morning. Very dangerous. As we look at Bend Parkway here, you can see a little bit of limited visibility and definitely snow continued on the roadways. Wanted to show you a look at current visibility in the area. It's going to fluctuate. It's continued to change throughout this morning, but as of right now, we're looking at about a mile of visibility north of Bend along Highway 97 and much of the rest of the forecast area. This visibility will change. Expect that fluctuation throughout the morning. Now, winds today, they're fairly light and calm. 5 to 10 miles an hour is probably going to be the max. However, that's going to create some wind chill issues. Wind chill, of course, takes into account the heat loss from the body relative to surroundings during cold and windy weather. And when temperatures are in the single digits and near to zero, it only takes a couple miles per hour of wind to have things dropping well below zero in terms of what the weather feels like. And we are expecting wind chill factor of -2 or maybe -3 degrees here this morning. Very dangerous conditions. We do see our weather headlines here with fog and freezing fog staying with us early, and mostly dry conditions will be here throughout the day. We expect a little bit of a break from some of the wintry precipitation, but more weather's coming our way later this week when temperatures warm up a bit. Here is your satellite and radar. We're looking at just cloud cover here, and I wanted to show you the future track so you have an idea of when this next bit of weather is headed our way. As we see here, just clouds, and it's clearing out for the most part until tomorrow around noon, and that's when we see some weather, potentially rain, freezing rain, maybe just a little bit of snow, but most likely going to be rain and freezing rain until the evening, and that's coming tomorrow. Also mentioned to you that the temperature is going to be warming up. We're in the teens today, but by the end of this week, we're going to be up into the 40s as we take a look at your forecast highs for the day. We are in the single digits all the way to the teens, 20s, and 30s. Quite a variety here this morning. It's going to be a chilly day. I also wanted to show you our lows. We have another chilly night coming ahead before temperatures start to rebound a little bit. We're looking at a -degree in Madras, and we're getting to about the double digits, but not by much in the rest of the area here as we take a quick look at your 7-day forecast. Wanted to get you prepared for what's coming ahead. As you see here, we do have a pretty strong chance for some wintry precipitation. Oops, going to go back there for you. Got a little excited. Wanted to show you the end of that 7-day forecast here. We do see a little bit of a chance for some wintry precipitation through the midweek, and then mostly going to turn to rain by the time we see later this week. And of course, over the weekend, temperatures are going to be up in the 40s, so there is an end in sight to this very, very cold temperatures. That's been a look at your local alert weather.